not knowing when you're gonna die, does that change how you live, like, or your perception about life? Does that change anything?
I just try to live every day. You know, try to really make something of the day. Every day, because you never know. You know, I mean, I've had so many friends pass on without thinking they would. You never know what's going to happen.
Okay. So last question: not knowing when you're gonna die, does that affect how you live day by day? Like, not knowing you can die like next week or 2 years from now, does that change how you live?
I've been in and out of AA numerous times, right? And they tell you, day by day. They even have a little book published there, a 24-hour book. You can have one day by day. There are times in AA, or even in NA, you got to live minute by minute, second by second. You never know what's going to happen. Now, you never know your time is coming. But you always try to do the best that you can of what you can. And you always try to show kindness and courtesy to people. I don't care what color your skin is. I learned that in combat. You bleed the same color I do. You might have different variations of your religious beliefs from mine. There's only one God. No matter how you want to address him, as the Jews would say Yahweh, but the Muslims as Allah. There's only one superior being. So you can honor him any way you wish, as long as it's honorable. And that's about it, you know. That's my outlook on life.
Okay. Does not knowing when you're gonna die affect how you live every day? Like, knowing you may can die tomorrow, or 2 weeks from now, or 5 years from now, like, does that affect how you live your life?
A little bit, not really. A little cautious, not really though. But to be honest, like, I just live it up.
Okay.
Because like you never know when you're gone. So I just live it up.
Okay. And the fact like that you don't know when you're gonna die one day, does that change how you live day by day?
You gotta live life to the fullest every day. You never know where you're gonna go. I see people drop young ages, old ages. You never know where you're gonna go. Always an accident. You never know. So you gotta live your life to the fullest. Do everything you can do while you can do it, and just go for the gusto at all times.
So does not knowing like the day you're gonna die, does that change how you guys live like day by day?
I'm gonna live life to the fullest till I close my eyes. Yeah, every day. I don't sleep is for dead people too. I don't sleep. That's serious. I can sleep when I die.
Yeah. Not knowing when you're gonna die, does that change how you live day by day? Like, does that change your perception about life and what you're doing? You know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I live day by day, so whatever.
Just live in the present.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest thing. Like, the generation, like my father, it was all about, you know, living in the future, know what you're going to do, and we just forget so much.
Yeah.
So I just think that you just have to remind yourself, you know, just keep living, keep going, and yeah. So.
Awesome. And you know, you think about the question of does death change your perception of how to live life, you know, day by day? Does that change anything at all? And it should, you know, it should make us want to just live more holy lives, because knowing that we don't know when we're going to die, it should allow us to be more sensitive to the fact that God can call us home at any time. And because of that, you know, we should just want to just maximize our output for Christ and his kingdom, and to, you know, just share our faith and live lives holy and pleasing to God.
So death is to be absent from the body and be present with the Lord. So if you're saved, that's going to be a good thing. So that's why we got to live our lives for Christ, because I mean you have nothing to lose. Jesus, who we are in, has power over death. He died and rose again. He has power over death, and therefore we should not be afraid of death. Like Paul said, "Oh death, where's your sting? Where is death's sting?" So therefore, that's what we must do. We must live our lives accordingly to the way Jesus is telling us to live our lives, not to be afraid of anything.
I just say, like, if anyone's afraid of death, get to know Jesus, because he will erase all of your fears, for perfect love casts it out. And once we know, like, the lover of our souls, we don't have to worry about dying.
Alright, so imagine on the day of death, right? Got your family, friends standing around your coffin. Like, what is one thing you guys want your family, friends to remember you about? Like, what's your legacy that you want to leave behind?
And I was a good person. That was a fly-ass nigga.
Alright, what do you want your legacy to be? Like, you got, you know what I'm saying, on the day of your death, you got your family, friends standing around your coffin looking at you. Like, what would you want them to leave behind as far as the life that you live on this earth? What do you want your legacy to be?
Every day I live happy, and that did the most. I did everything I could do. Want my family to know. They want me to be around because I make everything happen, make everybody feel good. As long as I was loved, that's all I want to be with my legacy. I was loved, like my family and friends. That's it.
What do you want your legacy to be? Like, you know what I'm saying, got your family members standing around your coffin, and you know what I'm saying, the day you die. What do you want them to remember you by, like the life you lived and served?
I wanted to be the person that, the brother, the son, the dad, the uncle who that made a difference in their life. Something that you talking about, oh man, you know something, he was a excuse me, he was a fool, or he was a clown. He didn't have no respect for nobody, but someone that you can look back and say, you know something, you can learn something from his life. So without someone saying, oh man, you know something, I had to shun away from him, or I couldn't talk to him because he ain't had no morals or no respect about himself. He was just a firecracker. But someone that's like that had that left a life behind that you can really pretty much fall behind. Be a role model, you know what I'm saying? Like being even a family role model. Like even if your brothers or your sisters not there to be a role model, someone had to take that baton and be that role model out here. So that's what it is.
So like when I die at my funeral, I definitely want it to be a celebration. I'm gonna go home to be with the Lord, cause He's done too much for me. Like I'm not gonna stop serving Him. So like I want there to be songs of praise and songs of worship and songs of thanks. Like just thanking God for my life. First and foremost, it's gonna be like, hey, that was Bri. Like she definitely loved the Lord. Like, and she served Him with all she could. That's what I want people to be like, man, she was nice, kind, she never hesitated to help somebody out, and all these things, like she loved people even though they did A, B, C, and D, you know, she wasn't judgmental. All these things are things that Jesus was. He loved sinners, like he despised the prideful, like, you know, that type stuff. He was nice, kind, you know, he didn't care what other people said, and that's what I want my legacy to be.
Actually, before I became a Christian, death was actually one of the things that scared me the most. I remember they used to ask us those questions like on random like school things, like what are you scared of the most? And I would always put down death. But since coming to know the Lord and knowing Him in all of His sovereignty and all of His power, and knowing the fact that we will one day live with Jesus Christ when we die or in the second coming, whatever we want to, whatever happens, we will get to spend all of eternity with the Lord. The fear of death is not so bad. Paul said it himself, to live is Christ, but to die is gain. It really is. Like, I think that sometimes we get a little scared because we don't realize that living is Christ, and it's a gift that we have to be alive. But being with the Lord, that is gain. We're winning. We win when we're with the Lord. And so while we shouldn't hasten death by like doing crazy things, because the Lord did give us a gift of life, and therefore we are to steward over this gift that He's given us, we shouldn't be afraid to know that one day it will come to an end, one way or the other, whether it be because Jesus has returned or because we just die. It will end. Our life will end at some point. And so we really do just have to embrace the fact that it's okay, because we get to be with our King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
And that's the legacy I'm going to leave. You know, that's with my man Paul, you know, the apostle, you know, where he was really hitting on that in every single aspect, whether in his body, you know, in his life, in his death, he wants to magnify Christ and bring Him glory. And another famous verse after that, for Him to live is Christ and to die is gain. And that should be our hope. That should be our eager expectation that it is gain.
Lift His name up higher, for Christ we living. We training up disciples, a legacy we're giving. Leave a legacy, homie. Leave a legacy, homie. Leave a legacy, homie. Leave a legacy, homie. Lift His name up higher, for Christ we living. We training up disciples, a legacy we're giving. Leave a legacy, homie. Leave a legacy, homie. Leave a legacy, homie.